Hello, everybody, and welcome to Corel Painter Lite. My name is Skip Allen, and in the next few videos, I'm going to help you get started with this wonderful new program. Now, the first thing that you will notice would be all of the screen image here, the toolbars and the panels and the menus and so forth. All of that is referred to as the workspace. Now, because this program is Corel Painter Lite, it means that we're using the same workspace that is used in Corel Painter 12. It's just that it doesn't have all of the functionality that Painter 12 does. Okay, so we know that this is the workspace, and we look here in the center and we see this window, which is the welcome window. And what you have here is several different commands that you can do, as well as this picture or this image that you have over here on this side of the window. Now that image, if you look closely, it says the image is created, excuse me, it's created with Corel Painter Lite. And the artist's name will be over here on the left, and it's Greg Newman. This is his wonderful work in Painter Lite. And if you click over here, you'll be able to go to this is a link to find other information about the artist that is displayed here. Also in the center is like a, it's move the slide on, but it's random. It's not going to, when you start clicking here, you're going to get different pictures, and they may start over, like we've already got back to Greg, but we haven't seen all of the images yet. So as I mentioned, that as you click through, you'll see these different paintings, and you'll notice that it's created with Corel Painter Lite, and that one's Corel Painter Lite 2, or it's created with Corel Painter 12. This is one that I did in Corel Painter 12. Here's another Corel Painter 12. Now, what I recommend is that you really go through this. There are tons of images in here, but if you'll go through this and then follow these links and review the work that you see being done by these artists, it will be an inspiration to you. So I recommend that you really spend some time looking at the people here. Now down here at the bottom, it says show this at startup. Some people don't like to have a welcome window open up. I do, so I leave this checked. And the only reason I do is because of these commands over here. Now you have several commands. You have create a new image, you have open an existing image, and select a recent image. Let's start with select a recent image. If you click on the down arrow, any images that you've made up to about 15 and you've saved will be listed in this recent document list. Now, of course, if you're just opening up Painter Lite for the first time, then you will not have any recent documents. They begin to build as you create images and save them. So that's a real fast way, I think, to get your images up on screen. Now, open an existing document. If you click on that, what pops up is your open document. So you could go in here and find paintings that you may have done on your program. In other words, these are all images that have already been started. And so it's existing, and you can now open it up using, navigating to wherever it is. Now, I'm going to open up my welcome screen again. You can find it in the help menu under welcome, and there it pops up again. All right, so we've done recent and existing image. Create a new image is really terrific. So I'm going to click on create a new image. Now what comes up is the new image dialog box, and there's a number of really useful features here. The first one is that you can name your image before you ever start to paint it. So maybe I'm going to be painting an iris image, so I might call it Iris Blue. or blue iris or something like that. And right now, the canvas preset is default, which is 1600 pixels by 900 pixels by 150 pixels per inch. I can say OK, and I will get this image with the name Iris Blue, or get a canvas with these sizes. You can also change the color. If you click on this color, you will get a color dialog box, and once you can click in here, and then this little pointer can be dragged anywhere around, so that now I've got a green, but it's kind of a gray green because it's down here. If I drop this down a little lower, it gets even a little grayer looking, but still has some of that green. Now, if I say OK, then this white will be changed to that green, but I didn't. I click to cancel. I can also change the paper to anything. So I could change it to coarse cotton canvas. And the minute I do that, it's going to say default modified. Or I can go back to what it was the beginning, the paper. But that's not going to reverse it to the default. To reverse back to the default and be sure you're there, you click on this down arrow and click on default, and that will bring you back to what the default actually is. Okay, so we've got Iris Blue, we've got default, but now what I want to do is I want to change this, and I want to create a new canvas preset. So I'm going to change this to 1000 by 1000 by 100 pixels per inch. Oops, that was 1000. That'd be a lot. Okay, I'm going to leave the canvas color white, but I'm going to change this to cotton canvas. All right, so now I have a default modified. I can add a new preset by clicking this plus, which is the add button. So if I click plus, now I can call the preset whatever I want. And in this case, I'm going to call it Canvas Cotton. Or cotton canvas. That would sound like cotton candy. All right, so we save it like that. Now, if we go back and look, we have default, portrait, and canvas cotton. And so if I go back to default, I get the 16 by 900. If I go to canvas cotton, I get the 1000 by 1000 by 100. So that's the way you create a file inside of Painter Plus, also inside of Painter 12. And we click OK. And there you go. You have the image, the file named as Iris Blue, and you have the proportions that you set up. So like I said, this is the way you start opening, you start working in Painter by opening up a document. Okay, so I'm going to end the video at this point. I want these videos to be and I believe we've covered enough stuff in this first video. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.